again. There we go. I was going to let that play out, but I'm already back. How's it going, everybody? Sorry about the delay. Something came up last second. And I just heard my own voice on my playback, so threw myself off for a hot second. Glad to have you here, Jay, Ranter, Drax, Hun. So, back to Germany. It took a little longer to get back than I intended. At least today, we don't have any wheel of people that I don't want to be around. Oh, Ranter would have been a lot longer than 5 minutes. I should get a delete. Well, I need to actually get the damn thing working first. Speaking of which, let's do a quick test of my own. I'm the one spending it. See if that works. Turn my actual stream up. Unfortunately, hear my voice. Hey, at least it works for y'all. Doesn't work for me, but that's fine. So, mute that. Back to it. Alright. So we saw the videos. We saw the guy freaking out. We figured out Firewing is back. Jay, haven't I sent you what song that's from? I should have gotten my water before this. Oh well. The room goes quiet as everyone struggles to process what you've just seen on the DVD. Finally, Dietrich breaks the silence. Dragon, son of a bitch. Green Winter set us up against a dragon. The Firewing. Amsel's voice is thick with dread. She lives. I'm really starting to regret the fact that I didn't just stay at the hotel. Iger ignores him. Wait a second. We don't know for certain. Look, I adore Shadowrun, and I don't know if I'm happy or upset that it didn't get picked up, although music's really quiet. Let's fix that. I don't know if I'm happy or upset that Shadowrun hasn't gotten picked up for a AAA game like Cyberpunk did. On one hand, it means that less people see it, and the last real game we had of it that was kind of mainstream was that god-awful Xbox game. On the other hand, it means that CDPR isn't touching my beloved Shadowrun, so good with the bad. The evidence seemed pretty convincing to me, love. I'll even take it a step further. I think that secret facility we stumbled into was her lair. The room falls silent. Iger and Glory exchange glances. After a minute, Dietrich continues. Just think about it. That Decker that Winters got those coordinates from was posting about Firewing. Again, I'm not going to try and pronounce Firewing every time because I'm going to screw it up. And then she was killed by that same orcish bastard that attacked us when Monica died. There's a direct link between the dragon, the scarred orc, and the Harfield Manor. No doubt, Drax. Legitimately. And then Winters was killed by that same thing that killed Monica. Exactly. My gut says that the dragon is down there, Dapper. Someplace far beneath the surface. I think we knocked on the door to her lair without even knowing it, and I think that, given what we've seen, the dragon will do whatever it takes to keep us quiet about it. Okay. Going on the assumption there is a dragon, and she will come after us, what do you propose we do about it? I know enough about dragons and Shadowrun. I'm not gonna... anyone have any suggestions? All we need is information. I think that we should pick up where Winters left off. We need to find Valkyrie. And how are you planning to do that? Winters spent 20 years searching for him and doesn't know of it. With the help of an information broker. Go talk to Altuga then. For this? No. While Herr Burukgazi is very capable, the task of this magnitude is beyond him. We need to make a contact with the premier information broker in Berlin. We need to talk to Alice. Bliff scoffs at Amsel. Alice? Best of luck. Hope you're rich. Amsel raises an eyebrow. For this? Rich enough, even if only just. Who's this Alice? A most prominent figure in Berlin's shadow community. Not even gonna try. Actually, yes, go. Chuck Wallenreiter? No idea. Even in universe. She provides information retrieval services for the estate. Amsel turns to the computer console behind him and runs a few fingers over the virtual keyboard. The machine begins to hum. If Winters was right, if Claire is still alive, she can try and help us find him. The console spits out a stick of black plastic. Amsel plucks it from the computer and hands it to you. Here, your key will speak with Alice. A cred stick. Amsel nods. Encoded cred stick, yes. 10,000 new yen. Alice will not show her face for less. This represents the last of my personal savings, Dapper. Make this meeting count. Sounds fair to me. Good man. Take the U-Bahn to Aldstadt Spandau. There you will find a connecting tube that the locals refer to as the rabbit hole. You will find a method of contacting Alice there. Don't call it that in front of her. Word on the street is that she hates it. Please hurry. While you're out, I will work on acquiring new contracts for the team. Alice is the best there is at what she does, and her services carry a price tag to match. Alright. Most importantly, pet the dog. Yep, same thing. Good dog. Every time Alice's name comes up, it's inextricably tied to rabbits. I feel bad for Alice's that hate rabbits. Oh, also, I did forget to mention that while in between streams, I did take a moment to upgrade my abilities, or my equipment. I went ahead and got myself some data jack, cyberware, and a new rifle with smart link to go with it, new outfit, and a katana. Because I couldn't afford a better weapon. Alright, off we go. Hey man, any Europeans in the house? What's it like having good public transit? The only active console in this derelict span of U-Bahn platform is an old video arcade machine. The CRT monitor set into the machine's cabinet glows invitingly. Cheerful, pixelated graphics swirl and dance on the screen. At the base of the control panel, you find a cleverly hidden input port. The port is shrouded in black plastic and appears to be the approximate shape of a typical cred stick. Alright, put that in there. Internal motors grip the cred stick and pull it into the machine. It disappears into the port and the screen goes black. Moments later, a video image fills the screen. The picture is dark and grainy, a far cry from the bright, colorful sprites that previously inhabited the display. Looking at that cabinet, you don't think that's Tron? Although, if you look at the actual screen itself, let's see if I can zoom in any. No, I cannot. The screen itself almost looks like the original Super Mario Brothers. On the screen is a dimly lit office. The place looks more like it was pulled straight from an old detective movie. From the Venetian blinds in the windows to the great swaths of shadow that paint the walls black. Polybus. Wasn't that the MK Ultra machine, Jay? Center stage, sitting behind a large mahogany desk, is the silhouette of an impressive-looking woman in a charcoal gray suit. The tip of her cigarette grows cherry red in the shadow. She leans forward in the light, and you catch your first glimpse of Alice. A human. Great. Her face is all hard planes and sculpted angles, with high cheekbones and almond eyes. Her lips are painted a frigid blue, but the look in her eyes is even colder. A head of lustrous black hair is interspersed with flowing streams of cyan light. Alice exhales a plume of smoke, then tips her cigarette into a nearby ashtray. She fixes her eyes on you, and her lips curl into a humorless smile. On your dime, friend? Tell me what you're looking for. I need you to find someone for me. Dr. Adrian Valclair? She raises an eyebrow. A Dragon Slayer? Interesting. He's been missing a long time. Yeah, he has. Question is if you can find him. She looks in the eye and her smile disappears. Her voice is all business. If he's out there somewhere, I'll find you for him. He could be living under an assumed name in a California free state, and I'd still track him down. And if he's not alive, well, I'll tell you where you can find his corpse. Alright, I'm satisfied. Let's talk about the job. Alice steeples her fingers. Alright, here's how things are going to work. When you give me the go-ahead, I'm going to start gathering information for you. Once I've finished, you're going to bring me a cred stick encoded with an encryption key that I'll provide you. That cred stick will have 50,000 new yen on it. I get my cred stick, You get your information. This is my deal. Take it or leave it. I don't see a problem with that. 50K is a good chunk of change, but... I mean, we need the information. Yeah. Remember, you say go, I go. From that point on, you're on the hook to pay me my fee. No turning backs, no refunds. We square. The hell with it. I'll pay whatever you want. Just get me Valclair. Good. I'll be in touch. The screen goes black. Moments later, the machine reboots. The colorful sprites you saw when you first approached the arcade cabinet return. Nothing more to see here. Alice is gone. Come on, Dante. Back to talking with the... I guess he's our fixer. And landlord? Word to the wise, never have your fixer be your landlord. That's just the quickest way to get yourself screwed out of a house. I really don't care about you, Blitz. We're not going to bother checking in on you. I think this is where the game truly starts. Dapper, did you make contact with Alice? Yeah, I did. She accepted your payment, and I ordered the search on the information we need. Very good. I can't imagine that information will be cheap. What is Alice's stated price? Right on that count. 50K. He shrugs. It is about as I expected. Thankfully, we're prepared for this. Mike Armentrout. You lost me again, Ranter. I'm under my rock. I've established contact with a number of new clients. You can find their information to jobs logged on your mission computer. One file's already there. While you're working to earn Alice's fee, I will continue to dig for clues about the Firewing. If she is, in fact, roosting under the Harfield Manor, then there must be some evidence to support that fact. A dragon is a large thing to hide, after all. Hey, Paul, careful. Remember what happened on account. I will never forget. Don't worry, Dapper. I'm going to conduct my best... Apparently, I'm going to drink myself into a stupor and not be able to speak basic English, or German in this case. I'm going to do my investigation the old-fashioned way, through contacts and deduction and careful observation. I will not jock into the Matrix until this entire sorry episode is finished. Yeah, that's probably wise. Look, Breaking Bad is definitely on the list of things I need to watch. And right now, I have no excuse. The way that my desk is set up, it is within clear line of sight of my TV. So... Speaking of doing things the old-fashioned way, Malit is working to recover information off those old DVDs. It's a painstaking process, and it will not be quick, but she is optimistic that she will be successful in time. Finally, I've been checking up on our friend, the orc with the skin grafts. I haven't heard anything back yet, but I'll keep you appraised as the situation develops. Sounds good, Paul. I'll go check up on those jobs. Well, one last thing before you go, Dad. Samuel Beckenbauer wanted me to pass on a message to you. Do you know him? The orc that runs the shelter across the way? I don't know the man. Ah, yes. He has a job for you. He wouldn't discuss it with me, but he promised it would prove worth your time. I'll keep it in mind. Look, one thing I know about living in places like F-State, you help your neighbors. Let's go check on the orc first. I mean, Jay's got some good... Wow, look at this fella here. Wait, wasn't this the orc that had... Wasn't this the one that had the orc that looked exactly like a certain Philip of the Dark Side that we know? I wish I could look it up, but I swear there's one that... Like, he's balding, he's fat, he's got the worst goatee you've ever seen. Same dental work. Huh. We'll know him if we see him. He might be in Hong Kong, though. At the sound of your approach, the orc turns to face you. He wears a severe expression, but there's a kindness in his eyes. Guten Tag, brother troll. Is there something I could do for you? I heard you want to talk about a job. Yes, I do. Thank you for coming so promptly. He takes a deep breath, slowly releases it, looks you in the eye. Tell me, what do you know about the Humanist Poly Club? I do know this. That they are... How to put this in a way that YouTube won't get very angry with me? The Humanist Polo Club is essentially the people with the white robes towards anything non-human. To the point that I believe it's in Shadowrun Returns, you actually do hit one of their bases, and the literature you can find there literally was lifted from those places. I know it's not Susan anymore, but Mama Susan, leave me alone. Go away. He nods, the largest and the most one-funded of its kind. The instigators of the Night of Rage, and the enemy of everything I stand for. What the hell is the Night of Rage? A worldwide race riot that took place in February of 2039. Thousands of innocent metahumans were attacked, beaten, killed. Women and children were corralled into warehouses for protection and burned alive when those structures were put to the torch. This is what Humanist stands for. This is the agenda that its leaders strive to advance. They'll not be satisfied until all metahumans everywhere are driven into from the face of the earth. Alright, that's fucking disgusting. You have any... What does this have to do with them? Yesterday I overheard one of my assistants talking on his comm. He was yelling, clearly agitated. I questioned him and he confided in me. What he told me made my blood run cold. Let me guess. Humanist is planning something. I believe so. The Berlin chapter of Humanist has arranged to acquire a large shipment of an extremely hazardous chemical. Their leader, Volker Stahl, is a vicious ideologue. It goes without saying that whatever he intends to do won't be good for us. I want you to infiltrate the smuggling operation that's delivering the shipment. Once you arrive at the Humanist compound, you'll find out what they're planning to do with the chemical and put a stop to it. Okay, but I'm not human, dude. How's this gonna work? Many of the smugglers are metahuman. If you travel with them, Humanist will allow you into their compound. The rest is up to you. Why would Humanist deal with Meta-Run smugglers? Presumably it's their best option. Stahl is nothing if not a pragmatist. He'll work with metahumans when it suits him to do so. When he's finished with them, he'll discard them and move on. Wouldn't it be better just to hijack the place? No, stopping the shipment would not stop Humanist. They would merely acquire another. He really does. He's actually one of the few decent dudes here, though. For a pack of snarling racists, they're extremely well-funded. Alright, how much does this pay, speaking of funding? I have collected a sister organizations between Berlin and taken up a collection. Between us, we have raised 22,000 Nuyen as payment. I trust that'll be sufficient. Yup. Excellent. I am relieved. I'll make the arrangements for your meeting with the smugglers. Their leader is an elf who calls himself Maxim. Maxim. Take the U-Bahn to Schotten Nest, and you will find him waiting there. Best of luck to you, Dapper, and good hunting. Know that you are doing a great things for the metahumans of Berlin. An elf named Maxim, no less. Hey, Dietrich, what's up? A lone figure stands in the U-Bahn station. Dietrich. He raises a bottle at your approach and tosses it away. I figured I'd run into you here, boss. I wanted to make sure that I caught you before heading off. He takes a deep breath, then slowly releases it. Looks in the eye. Dapper, we need to have a talk about this Humanist gig. Alright, I'm listening. I've got a history with Humanist. I fought him back in 39, during the Night of Rage. Hell of a thing that was. I remember the terror, the senseless violence. They murdered children. I remember this little dwarf boy. They stuffed his body in the gutter, Dapper. I can still see his face, all bruised and broken. To this day, it makes my blood boil. Anyway, long story short, we beat them. Berlin's punks and anarchists all came together and we stomped the living dreck out of those racist pigs. A lot of good people died that night, but we put down some bad ones too. Let me guess. You want to come while Humanist runs so you can finish the job. That's part of it, sure, but that's not the whole story. I don't just want to come on this run, boss. I have to. It is my neighbor, Alexander. He's signed on with Humanist, driven to it by his worthless sack of a dad, no doubt. I take it that his father, or brother, is a Humanist member too? Nah, that'd take a level of conviction, a quality that he thoroughly lacks. My best guess is that he's treating his Humanist as a boarding school. They feed and house their recruits, and that's money he'd rather spend on himself. So he dumped the boy and off with them. And never mind that they're fascist swine. Dietrich looks you in the eye. I've got to get Alexander out of there, Dapper, before it's too late. Those monsters are experts at warping young minds. It's how their disgusting ideology propagates. So I'm asking you, as a personal favor, let me come along on this run. I have to get into that compound, Dapper. I have to find Alexander. I have to turn him around before those animals make him do something unforgivable. Yeah. Of course, dude. Thanks, boss. Never doubted you'd bring me a course. You're too good of a man for that. It's good to hear it all the same. Alright, so Dietrich coming with. Right? Like, you couldn't have even come up with a better name. We can either bring our crew or we can hire mercenaries that have nothing to do with the story. But that costs money, and I like our crew. Alright, I'm loaded out. Everyone appears to be kitted out. And I don't have any drugs, so... Hell yeah, let's roll. Let's go mess with some racists. Call us BJ Blazkowicz. The U-Bahn rattles to a halt at the end of Kreisberg. You're only a few blocks away from Schottennest. The key is that Maxim and his smugglers call home. According to Samuel, they should be expecting you. Look, if there's one thing that we can all, as a people, gather around and enjoy together, it is the absolute decimation of Nazis. Which I know they're not technically the World War II villains, YouTube. But yeah, close enough. Look, boss, I wanted to thank you for bringing me along on this one. It means a lot. Yeah, don't sweat it. Even runners have family. Alexander, he's a good kid, you know? Been there. I don't know why I keep going into whatever accent that is. If I'd been for them, if I hadn't run up to Berlin, left him with his worthless sack of a dad, he'd never have fallen in with those humanist peaks in the first place. The expression on Dietrich's face softens, and he claps you on the shoulder. Let's go find my nephew, and crack all the humanist skulls we can along the way. So those fuckers have it coming in more ways than I can count. Alright, that's a food cart vendor. What's up, little man? A rough-looking dwarf with a fire plug build holds out his hand as you approach. Hold it, Trog. I don't know where you're headed, but you should turn around and head back the way you came. Who the fuck you calling Trog, runt? The troll standing behind the dwarf takes a half step forward. Stay cool. He didn't mean nothing by it. Yeah, like he said, the dwarf looks up at you apologetically. Yeah, like he said, no offense. Around these parts, Trog is, I guess you'd call it a term of endearment? Sort of an ironic thing. He crosses his arms over his barrel chest and cranes his neck to look you in the eye. Look, we're not trying to be hardasses here. Our job is to keep the folks on that side of the wall out. If you really want to head out there, we're not going to stop you. Consider this a friendly warning. There's a reason we're stationed here. There's gangs out there that skin you alive as soon as look at you. And trust them. Oh, I'll just have to skin them first. He shrugs. Alright, be my guest. Go play with the torture gangs. Something tells me you're a better fit out there anyway. Let him by, Sergej. Thank you. But we shouldn't be in here too long. We're just looking. Yeah, pretty boy. The inch. I'm just saying, this dude looks like someone who'd call himself Maxim. Jeez, dude, like, he's got a snout on him. The figure at the center of the group shoots you an insolent glance. His fine elvish features match Samuel's description. This must be Maxim, your smuggler liaison. Well, 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 if it isn't the muscle that Tuck promised us. Look who it is, everybody. The hot new hires elected to grace us with their presence. Nice of you to join us. He glances at his PDA on his wrist and looks back up at you. When he speaks again, his voice is sharp, humorless. You're late, chummer. Drop the attitude, or you can move into this meeting without me. He lets out a theatrical sigh. Well, you come highly recommended, so I suppose I'll overlook it. Do you want to do this thing, or you want to keep talking about it? He gives you a momentary scowl, then turns away. Really punchable face. Without a word, he slaps the side of his bulldog step van. A second van of the same design rumbles to life a few feet away. Pile in, people. Dapper's right. Let's get to it. Yeah, get used to saying that, buddy, because if you disagree with me, you're going to say it a lot. "20 minutes into the trip, your van comes to a screeching halt. Maxim presses his face to the passenger window. Dragovitz. From the mix of anger and dread on his face, you can tell he doesn't like what he sees. Damn it, I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it. He cranes his neck to look you in the eye. Everybody pile out, and get ready, Dapper. We're going to need some muscle in a second. Sorry about that. As you take your position outside of the van, you hear a shrill voice bark out an order. A pair of portable gun turrets begin to self-calibrate in response. Whose? Oh, theirs. Sweeping your gaze over the gangsters assembles before you, you identify the voice of the owner of the voice, a leathery woman with a wild hair and a mirthless smile. She calls out again, her voice brimming with pride. "Hello out there! Welcome to Rambach territory!" Maxim licks his lips, his eyes scanning over the gangsters' hastily assembled roadblock. This Kias belongs to Surf Turf slag. Has for months. Better clear out of your way before they show up and force you out. Surf Turf? Those tunnel rats? They're ancient history. Go ahead and call them if you don't believe me. Her face twists into an ugly smile. Scream as loud as you want. They won't hear you. We buried them last week. Maxim's expression turns stony, but his voice remains calm. Congratulations on your victory. You must have taken some loss in the fight, though. I'm betting you're not at 100%. Why don't you let us cross the bridge in peace? No need for bloodshed today. You know what? You're absolutely right. We don't need to fight. You just pay us a small toll, and we're more than happy to let you cross our bridge. I'm thinking, say, 500 new yen per van. Her voice turns cold. Otherwise, you better find some way to get where you're going, because this bridge is ours, and nobody crosses without paying the toll. Nobody. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this does need to get violent. Maxim turns to you. Get ready to ventilate these assholes, Dapper. We got a schedule to keep. You know what? Look, we were hired for a job. We're gonna stick on the job. I don't like these guys, but... Take them down, boys! Open fire! Are they all just chilling around explosive barrels? Can't tell if those are... I think those are theirs. Look, I don't know if you've read any old world stories, but generally it's the trolls that take the toll. Alright, first thing, get to cover. Fair enough, I do believe those are explosives. Fucking idiots. Why would you... This was their ambush. Why would you set up your ambush around explosive barrels? Alright, Iger, just hang back, sweetheart. Iger, we're gonna be putting in more work tomorrow, I'll tell you that. Shotgun got some bang to it. So how y'all doing tonight? Let's we're gonna make this quick. Oh, quick. We're gonna make this quick. Shoot the fucking turret. How y'all doing tonight? Glad to hear, Jay. Ooh, his fetishes do not update between, or do not restock. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, that's one of theirs, is it? go, Iger, go say hi. Glad to hear everybody. Not a lot going on since, I mean, yesterday. Don't have much to add, really, but it was brought to my attention that maybe I should do a chatting stream or two. I don't know why anybody would want that, just sitting around listening to me yap for a couple hours, but this is one downside of playing these games, especially for streaming, when you're just waiting for your turn to come back up. There is a market for everything, but the key is knowing where that market is, and I just can't see it myself. What they say, more DACA. Glory, go do your thing, sweetie. Or miss entirely. That is the one big downside of streaming, to be honest with y'all. See, Rander, I've thought about doing that for a while. Legitimately for a career. I've thought about trying to get into audiobook reading. But I could try doing some dubs, if nothing else. See if that goes anywhere. I might mute from time to time to clear my throat or sneeze or what have you. Allergies are still acting up, but they're mostly behaving today. These guys are more of a pain in the ass than I thought. Not really dangerous, just a pain. Fortunately, oh right, I'm way too far back to really hit anybody. There's one thing that XCOM 2 does that I really wish this game did, and that's like highlight what you can hit while you're moving. Glory cannot, can she? Hard to tell. Oh no, she only has 1 AP right now. Okay, get her in cover. Oh, right, I forgot. Shamans can summon from environmental. So they want to play summon games. We'll play summon games. I may have to leave you guys take a couple more breaks than average. What's going on around the house? I don't really want to waste y'all's time too much talking about. But yeah, things going on around the house that kind of require me to come and go a little more often. I'll try and hold it off as much as I can, and when I do need to, I don't want to just play you guys random videos, but I also don't want to hit you with the same beats you've been listening to the whole time, you know? I'll think of something. If any of y'all got any recommendations, let me know. This is one thing that I really don't like about the Shadowrun games, is because they don't have, because all the graphics are pre-drawn, there's no way to rotate the camera when things go behind cover. Now that we got that taken care of, we're just going to banish this spirit so he doesn't actually become a problem later. Man, we haven't even started the job and we're already getting jumped. And we're only getting paid 20, and we're getting paid 22 for this. Not wasting a grenade. Glory? Don't suppose you can smack him. Nope. Iger can... Yeah, Iger, go ahead and do your thing. What is that head made of? There we go. Honestly, actually, I haven't been watching much of anything recently. Maxim wipes his face with a handkerchief. The cloth comes away in wet, blood-streaked sweat. That was unpleasant. All part of the job, though, eh? You tell me. You're the big-time smuggler. I'm just hired muscle, remember? Yeah, well, trust me. It happens. I'm just glad you were here to cover me. Always good to have a competent man at your back. Maxim pauses for a moment before continuing. I gotta admit, Dapper, this attack has made me nervous. We're running late, we're low on ammo, and there's no time to call for reinforcement. Whatever way you slice it, we're not going into this meet at our best. When we roll up at the meeting site, be ready. We may need the element of surprise when negotiations go south. Yeah, that ambush was a little more than convenient. Couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, like I said, I've been thinking about... I tried to look into doing audiobooks, but I could not find anything on it. Now, I know that's because my Google Foo is weak, but... yeah. The courtyard outside... Probably help if I could actually read, too, Jay. I told you, man! The courtyard of the Humanist compound is strangely quiet. The only activity you notice is the clatter of mechanized gates as they rumble shut behind the vans. The bulldogs roll to a stop. You step out alongside Maxim and the other smugglers. There are crates here. A lot of crates, all scattered through various stages of disorganization. Looks as though your delivery is just one of many this branch has received. Smugglers unload the cargo from their vans with practiced efficiency. The whole operation feels polished and professional, but you can tell that Maxim is nervous. You can see it in his eyes. The smugglers finish unloading the last of the crates, then take up positions around the van. Minutes pass, and nobody comes to meet you. No welcoming party. Maxim shakes his head. This isn't a good sign. Almost like they didn't expect us to make it here. Thoughts exactly. This puts us in a bad spot, Dapper. I'm not sure what our next step is. My next step is to kick their door down and get some answers. His eyes widen. You gotta be kidding me. That's a Humanist compound, pal. You go in there and you ain't gonna come back out. Humanist doesn't scare me. Look, I'm your muscle. Dealing with situations like this is just part of the job. You're serious, aren't you? You're really going in there. He takes a step back. Oh, be my guest. I won't get in your way. When you make it back, if you make it back, we'll be out here waiting for you. I hear you, and I appreciate it, Ranter. Not to sound egotistical about it, but I've always been confident in my voice. That is one of the things that I have always been able to say. And then I actually heard myself, and I kind of lost a little bit of that confidence. I'm not too worried about that, though. We're scientifically wired to hate our own voices. The Humanist compound smells like a locker room and doesn't look much better. Calling the building run down would be an understatement. Paint's peeling off the cheap Duraplast walls, and on the tiles of the walls, are mired with decades worth of grime. It's an old, ugly place, perfectly suited to the old, ugly ideology being practiced here. You enter the compound. The information that Samuel Beckenbauer sent you here is somewhere ahead. I don't know why I can't read for shit tonight. Oh, we got some roaches. In the immortal words of Triple X, hey guys, I'm American. Oh. What do we have here? Oh. Yeah, I kind of figured. The dorm, all the foot blockers are locked. Yeah. It is a camp for these people, Jay. I don't know if you caught what I said, what these people are. It's a camp. Not a nice place. I mean, high school implies that something's being learned here. I think that is it, hon. I mean, you'd have to ask someone smarter than me. What we got here? Handwritten note sitting on the table. Hey, Capel. Capel? Huh. You come highly recommended. Anyone who did what you did to those elves will go far around here. You can hit the kitchen anytime, but otherwise stay close unless otherwise told. Your locker code's 2619, locker 3. Signed, Owen. Better not be the Owen I'm thinking of. 2619, locker number 3. I'll help if I put it in right. No? 2619? Okay, I just fat fingered it. The locker clicks open. There's a note inside. Recruit Capel, your enthusiasm of the rally wasn't then commendable. Those Trog bastards really got what was coming to them. Volker wants to see you right away. His personal code is pride. Share it with no one. Pride. Wait, who? Hold on. I missed something. Ranger Lordon, I gave speeches to various disability organizations in United Way. Then I heard my voice in the Burrow episode, and I'm like, man, how do people listen to me? Yeah. I mean, it's also, Ranter, not only, like what Mav said, that we should never actually hear our voice, but you think about how we're hearing our voice, is we are hearing it essentially from the inside. So it's not what we're hearing something different. And then we talk, you know, every time we talk, we hear our own voice. We have this idea of what we sound like. And then we hear someone else that we know is supposed to sound like us, but it doesn't match our mental image of what we sound like. Actually, let me walk forward so I'm actually... I expected that to be a fight. Purge the metahumans. Yeah, since you're expecting it to sound different, it just doesn't work. Nope. Alright, so we're not accessing these yet. Oh, remember that, those white hooded folks I told you about? We're about to read some stuff from them. Human, you work hard, you play fair, and yet you still can't get ahead. Have you ever wondered why? The answer is simple. The elf is using the orc and the troll as muscle against you. Think about it. When you turn on your Tridio after a hard day's work, what do you see? The pampered elf, basking in the lap of luxury, squandering the money you could be using to feed your children. When you walk through a dark alley on your way home from the market, what do you fear? The mongrel orc and the savage troll, lying in wait to rob you of your hard-earned gains. The elf, the orc, the troll, all are parasites, leeching away at your prosperity and happiness. It's time to wake up and do something about it. So what are you gonna do, human? Yeah, I don't think I need to do the substitution for you guys. Sorry, had a cough. Human. They say you can't get a job because of the economy, but you know the real reason. Meta-humans. The elf, with his pretty boy looks, takes the high-paid corporate desk job, rises to the tops, and blocks the top positions forever, never aging, never retiring. The orc is willing to work for table scraps, driving the cost of labor down and depriving you of a decent wage. The troll takes all the manual labor jobs. That's right, not even the sweat of your own brow can earn you a living these days. Join Humanus and turn the tide on iconic repression. Humanus forever. Human, ever wonder why all the dwarf shops are all family run? Free labor. And whose businesses suffer? You guessed it, we, the humans, while paying up the reduced sales and lost wages. Every day, another dwarf-run store opens, and every time that happens, more dwarves flock to our neighborhoods, driving good, honest human businesses out. They say it's for community. They say it's for protection. But why can't they keep to their own neighborhoods? What are they hiding? Stand up to your people. Stand up for what's right. Join the humanist Yeah, I'm sick of this shit. Yeah, if I have my way, we're blowing this place up. And we'll try admin again. I doubt it. All lower. Amden. You know what? Just Amther. Alright. Yep, I didn't think so. I really wish I could just put a shotgun cell in the back of this turret. I know it's gonna come back to bite me. Here we are. Knock, knock! What do we got here? Operation False Flag Planning. Hi! Oh my god, of course he's wearing a trench coat. A stocky man in a military surplus jacket enters the room. He's flanked on either side by a pair of young women. Their faces are masked with white kerchiefs. Kerchiefs? I know it's handkerchief, but... And each of them carries an unholstered pistol. Lower your weapons, girls. We have a guest. The soldiers exchange glances, then lower their sidearms. They look at you, their stares full of hatred and bile. There. That's better. His lips curl into a mirthless smile. I have shown you hospitality, troll. Now it's time for you to return the favor. So tell me, why are you here? I don't feel... but we do need to find Alexander. Let's play nice until we can get the information we need. Actually, you know what? You know what's an easier way to find the information we need? I'm here to shut you down. He visibly struggles to keep his cool. Got balls, Frog, I'll give you that. No brains, though. Takes a special kind of fool to threaten me in my own compound. Insult me again, and I'll break you in two. He smirks. See that, girls? That's your typical Trog right here. Great big fists and brain the size of a walnut. You calm down, Trog, or my girls will shoot you dead. Be tragic if you miss the big show. It's going to be glorious, troll. The gas that you hauled in for us, it's going to prove every word we've been saying. The Trogs, the Happers, the goddamn Dandelion Eaters. One whiff of this stuff and they're going to tear each other apart. And then they'll spill into the good, human neighborhoods where we'll be waiting to stop them. You just wait and watch, mongrel. It'll be a bloodbath. The only bloodbath that's going to happen in it here is right here in this room. The smile fades from his face. I've heard just about insolence from you. I might have my men teach you some manners. But the sounds of hurried footsteps echo in the hallway behind you. The Humanist leader smiles. As luck would have it, here they come now. Yeah, how's that going to stop me, though? Dietrich's eyes go wide. He takes a step towards the nearest Humanist gunman. Alexander! The youth blinks in surprise. He half lowers his weapon. Uncle Dietrich? Shoot him, Alexander. This man is an intruder and a traitor, come here to do us harm. If you're gonna put a shell in someone, put it in Stahl. He's a monster, Alex. I know you can see that. The Humanist gunman flanking Stahl exchange uncertain glances. One begins to raise her pistol, but hurriedly lowers it when the Humanist leader steps forward. God, being around these people is making me lose IQ points. Stahl fixes Alexander with a stern gaze. You swore an oath to us, Alexander. You will be a man and keep it. Listen to Alexander, listen to Dietrich, Alexander. He's a good man. Is he? Where the hell was he when my dad used to beat the shit out of me? Where was he when I got tossed out on the street? I didn't know, Alex. By the time I'd found out, the damage had already been done. Why did I just go, like, Scottish or something there? Alexander, you will listen to me and obey your oath. I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's up to you, Alex, but you gotta make a choice. If you betray your kind to join these meta lovers, we will put you down, boy. Do you hear that? We will kill you. Shakily, Alex raises his rifle, levels it at Dietrich's head. Uncle Dietrich, Well, hold off. The barrel of the rifle trembles in Alexander's arms. I'm sorry. Okay. Dietrich locks eyes with his nephew. His voice is low and soft. Do what you have to do, Alex. It's your choice. Do it, you stupid boy. Do it! Without a word, Alexander wheels around and points the rifle at Stahl. The Humanist leader recoils in alarm. Alexander levels the weapon, and all hell breaks loose. Yeah, generally, I find when you want someone to do what you want them to do, don't threaten them to do it. Where the fuck do you think you're going? Athena, why are you knocking shit over? 1 second. Actually, let me finish this turn. It's already on the ground. And shredded her AP. God, Dietrich, you're too kind. Oh, hey, I get Alex for a little bit. Let's go ahead and flank. Actually, you know what, Alex? I want you to live. Get the actual hell out of here. I don't have any hunker down, so. And I didn't put points into sword for nothing. Everyone's dead. Oh, I need to get out of here. Okay. Alright. So, you know what we're gonna do? We are gonna head towards the kitchen first, because I did notice there was a place to summon there. Thing is, I don't want to just leave this place. There's too much loot that I haven't stolen. Well, I mean, is it stealing? Oh, there they are. I don't have a decker. Yeah, Alex definitely just keeps up the flank, man. You don't have any trauma kits, boy. I will be right back. Why are you knocking over my stuff, huh? Yeah. You know things are getting bad when even the cats are rebelling against Nintendo's price gouging. I mean, if you're just gonna be out in the open like that... Actually, I see a bunch of idiots clustered. Okay. That did not work. We have our medic, though. Glory, don't stay out in the open, but come by and be ready to patch up Iger. Dietrich, get out here and flank. Alexander, stick with your uncle. Oh, I wasn't expecting a melee. This suddenly went really bad for me. Alright, you know what, Iger, back off. Go heal, girl. If I had any cover nearby here, I would toss a grenade at him, but... Ah, what the hell, I'm in cover. Man, my luck's bad today. It's alright. Let's get Glory in position. We'll... Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna do that, I'll be honest with you. But that's why we keep some fetishes around, eh? drain his AP. Try and keep him from attacking again. And Deirdre, get the hell out. If nothing else, having the spirit out there will help keep them... And Deirdre is down. I wasn't expecting so many. You know what? I don't mind a little save scumming here. Head back just a little bit. Deirdre, as I want to keep him alive specifically because he needs to talk to Alex more. Oh, we're back here. Okay, I did notice I have a level I can do. Or I have some karma I can spend, rather. And I think I'm going to spend that on some more ranged. More chance to hit. Alright, blah, blah, blah. We already know how this goes. Yeah, honestly, It's a little unfortunate that I put 2 strategy games back to back. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Threaten, threaten, threaten. Yep, yep, yep. You have to make a choice. Don't attack. There we go. Like I said, a little bit of a mistake on that part, on that aspect. And now that I know he dies in 1 hit, I'm just gonna focus on the ones that need focusing on. I'll let Alex handle him. Or I can let Deirdre do it. There you go, buddy. I've never gotten... That shows you how much I use mages. Oh, whoops. Tag glory. Maybe you should have given your girl more than a handgun. Ooh, that sounded wet. Alright, well. We know what's coming this time. Yeah, you know what? Bright sides. So this time, we're not just going to run face first into the ambush. Almost wish I had brought Blitz, though. Because having a Decker to turn that turret against them would be real handy. So we're going to kind of gather up here, patch up a little bit, then go. Oh, right. Wounds are weird in this game. It's like reverse tattletaling. It's like you're gonna. It's like telling on someone to get them a reward or something. All right, Alex can go into cover. We'll end turn and be ready to get my big ass in there. Glory, stay here and be ready to run in. I suppose Alex can hit a spell from there, huh? No. Alex, Dietrich. Keep him a little safer, though, so we will go ahead and haste up Iger. Guarantee you she can hit him. let's see. We still have 2 AP left. No, don't reload. I hate fighting mages. I think I just turned that turret on. That's not good. Of course he doesn't have Overwatch. You know, this goes a lot smoother. Oh no, it's still off. Cool. It's even more useless than that, Jay. So go ahead and reload. Go ahead and take the shot. Try for a double, and we need 2 to use that. But I can still toss a grenade. No, that's too risky. I don't want to blow Aegis. I keep wanting to call her Aegis. I haven't even played Persona 3 since it came out, man. Oh, there we go. Just mag dump. This guy's not having a good day. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm still considering swapping out one of... Oh, no, because here's the problem, is that both games I've already gotten far enough in that story's gotten involved. So I don't really want to stop any games mid-story. You know what I mean? I think then I will I will work something a little more action-y in on Mondays. That way we have or rather, probably Tuesday. That way we have 2 strategy game, action game, strategy game. It'll make the games last a little longer, but that's okay. Better than, you know, just putting out the same thing. Look, man. I may not be... I'm not an orc, but I'm close enough. More DACA. Always more DACA. You know, why shoot once when you can shoot 12 times? Is that it? Oh, no. You're gonna hit the chromed up slasher with a baseball bat. Good job, son. Do we have to fight all the way out? Actually, to be honest, the more action-oriented I was thinking of was actually Bloodstained. It's been ages since I played it. I used to play it once a year, and I'm kind of jonesing for something Castlevania-esque. And a shockingly few amount of people have heard it, you know? That's true, Jay. I'm gonna need to restock after this, and that annoys me. Kitchen's our next major target. Alright, single shot. Oh, watch. I know, but I am one of those people that's just like, but I might need it later. I'm that guy. This is what we call a kill hallway. Anyone comes into this hallway, it ain't gonna end well for them. Not your brightest move, my friend. What's this? Oh, steady shot. There we go. Glory, you know what to do. I'm just saying, if you ever find yourself in the wrong end of this situation, get on fucked up somehow. I guess it makes sense a water spirit would live in the kitchen. Yeah, hang out next to Iger. Much I can really do from here, unfortunately. Although now he's stuck standing since Glory's doing her thing. Go ahead and give him a nice big turn buff. Come on, Hydro. Does not have heal. Still got more to deal with, eh? Yeah, exactly. I don't care if that spirit lives or dies. Matter of fact, I'd prefer it did die. To avoid exactly this. Yeah, just... You're right next to it. Really, dude? Or, what was that? An 11% chance for it to break free, and it did? What do I have more? I got more likely to hit it with a sniper. Where are you going, Spirit? Slowing Glory. Pain in my ass. Alright, Glory, you're up. Ooh. That's 3 of them. Okay, well, now I know. Dietrich, hang back. Of course, can't heal anyone because healing spells are worthless in this game. I could burn the fetish and send that forward. I think that's what we'll do. I think these are the last 3. But they're nice and dug in like a bunch of little ticks. You have a flashbang? You do have an AP. Just get him into cover. Yeah. Get out of cover. See how well that works for you. Even more of them, huh? How many people are in this clubhouse? Go ahead and reload. What I like here is you'll notice there's a little vent here. If you keep a drone, you can actually send the drone through the vent to flank them. But none of my people are deckers, so learned that lesson. Member. No mages, so no priority targets. But as long as there's enemies out of cover, I mean, I'm gonna use it. Okay, he's still ours. We're good. We gotta throw some debuffs out there. And then we're gonna banish him. Because it's already getting a little dangerous to keep him out. Dietrich, you stay back. Iger, get in position. Get that sniper ready. And I would roll right into Bloodstain tomorrow, but I think, but I do still want to get back to XCOM as well. Flashbanged your own boy. Good job. I'm coming, but I'm big. I'm slow. Hey, good job, Iger. They are just hitting their own people. They do not care. Oh wait, I think I just realized that is not their people. That is their. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I need to help the kid. That is less than ideal. Dietrich doesn't have his trauma kit anymore. Can't reach anybody. What do you mean, no wound to heal? You know, actually, that is a good point. How do they know he's a turncoat? You are out of cover. Will you go deal with this guy with the grenade launcher, please? Can't reach anybody without putting himself into danger. Go for it. Iger could use the haste. Dietrich? Oh, that's next turn. Rather than using a steady shot, there we go. Enough with the damn grenades! There we go. Patch him up with a trauma kit. We'll get out of this one. No problem. Give Iger haste. Jeez, Iger's pissed. She needs to reload. Damn. That was a really stupid last decision of your life. Really? I have a less chance of hitting him with a sword than I do with a gun? Alright. There we go. We are clean. I'm gonna take one last look around. Oh, he's good. He's good. Or unless you mean, like, as soon as we get out of here, he dies anyway. Unfortunately, there's not much to loot yet. Unless someone left their terminal open. If I could spell everything right. Y'all? I swear to God I don't have a guide up. Like, I will pull up my screen. That was a guess. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, numerical key codes. That's what I like to see. I know y'all ain't gonna believe me, but I swear. Let's see. Oh, well, I'm not a decker. We don't have any deckers. How do I get out of combat? Okay, because it thinks it's trying to put me into AI combat. To be fair, the password being Humanus is the most obvious thing. I wonder if that's the armory code. I doubt it, but... Okay. Yeah, no shit. Change your passwords. Alright, what do we got? Oh, that's a tutorial. Alright. 4176. Oh, hell. I don't remember which one's which. Alright, we're just gonna try 4176 until one opens. So we know Klein was 3. It's amazing, Rancher. It's the same number I have on my luggage. Did I just... 4176? Yes, it is. Yes, boy. I see you. I much prefer 80085. Of course, it's the last one I tried. Got some clothes and 200 bucks. Hey, I'll take it. They ain't gonna need it anymore. Alright, 1409. I know, absolutely riveting content, y'all. Hey, at least it's running, unlike yesterday. There we go, 1409. A note. Alexander, you seem less than enthusiastic in our education session. Please understand that we are not a shelter. We are a factory. A factory that refines the dross of society, people like you, into proud, strong warriors for humanity. Ugh. In the future, see to it that you are on time and well rested. If you drop the ball again, we're going to have a little talk about your future in this organization. And 3706. Hey, we're running out of people, though, so at least these will be quicker. There we go. Hey, drugs. Why am I not surprised? 2114. Empty. Then finally, 1106. So how'd you find a note? Hey, there we are. Frederick, I'm pleased to see how well you're doing. To show my growing trust in you, I'm giving you a new assignment in addition to your trainee duties. Beginning tomorrow, I'd like you to tidy the armory. The access code is purity. Tomorrow evening, I expect to see a full inventory of the weapons in our arsenal by nightfall. With it, you will deliver me a requisition order for the weapon of your choosing. Your pick, my boy. I leave it up to you. Ugh. So glad I wiped this place out. So, what presents does Santa Dapper have today? We have good medical kits. To the stash it goes. We have a Mossberg CMDT, which appears to be a rifle. We have an... Hey! Y'all! If it isn't Ares, an Ares Predator. Fun fact, that is actually where Ares got his name. He is not actually named after the god of war. He's named after the company in Shadowrun. Take all of this. Wish I could take the turret too, but you know, let's take a look at it. Let's see if there's something I can do with it. Rig it up to fire, and next time someone walks through that door. Just getting PTSD owl flashbacks, eh? You burst through the door of the Humanist compound and into the crisp night air. You're not far from your extraction point. It's time to go. We'll wrap this up and I'll take a break and feed the little bastards. Okay. Apparently there's still more people. Wish I had known that. Because we are not in a great place right now. And of course, no one has any wounds because technically they're all from the last fight. And you don't have anything to heal with. There you go. Look. Oh! Hey, our smugglers are helping out. Looks like they're still throwing a heap of grenades. Good news is, if they're fighting the smugglers, that means they ain't paying attention. $14 damage to 11 damage, and it counts as a rifle, so... Oh! Oh, that's a shotgun. Good to know. I absolutely hate that I know that's a thing, hon. And not even from the movie, just from talking to you enough. Alright, I guess we're doing it. Kid, you stay back, because if you go down, you're not getting back up. And they're throwing grenades at their own people again. They're killing their own people now. Good work. Good news is, though, I have them flanked, and I intend to use that. Hello. And Glory, don't... Oh, well, no, she can't. Yeah, it should be much easier now that we have the smugglers helping us out. You know what to do, Iger. God. Down goes our troll. Look, I should feel bad for the smugglers. They did come and help me, but at the end of the day, they were dealing with humanists this whole time. So, you know, not for nothing, but you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And I don't think anybody will be against me saying that. Make sure you take him out. Or just tag him. I guess that works too. Okay, we still have one smuggler left. Oh, that's Maxim. Oh, he ain't gonna last long. Oh, no you don't. We ain't doing no summoning today. Can I... Oh, no, I need to actually activate the adrenal pump before the end of her turn. The Titanic Union of Pure Ones. I don't remember them that well. I do remember them, but... Tiger, get over there. Dude, stay in cover, Maxim. What do you think you are, a player character? Can't hit him, but I can hit him. Her, whatever, I don't care. They're humanists, they're not real people. Just shotgun to the mouth, Iger. Atta girl. I didn't mean that. I thought that was accuracy, but I'll take it. Hilariously, Shadowrun is kind of the opposite of normal, where your members are less valuable because they can get back up. Just keep him on his toes. Iger, get after him. Actually. 92%! Apparently we play an XCOM right now. There we go. Hey. Get on up, dear Trick. You're alright. Burned that gold kit already? Hey, Max. How you doing? Maxim looks up at the sound of your approach. If he's surprised to see you, he doesn't show it. Crazy night, huh? He pulls a flask from his jacket pocket and takes a long swig. And looks you in the eye. Hope that was worth the trouble. Any luck finding our money in there? Oh, they paid all right. No money, but there are a few less racists in the world. All in all, I think we call this one a win. He nods. Yeah, I can live with that. Now, where's Alex? Okay, he doesn't want to talk yet. In the van. Thank Christ that's over with. You okay, Alexander? The young man looks shell-shocked. He holds his rifle clenched tight in his trembling hands. Yeah, Uncle Dietrich, I'm okay. But those guys, I killed them. One of them was my bunkmate. I killed him. Couldn't be helped. If you hadn't, he'd killed you. Believe it. We're gonna take you away from here, back to the Craze Bazaar. Get you the help you need. Yeah, okay, Uncle. Okay. Dietrich glances over his shoulder, locks eyes with you. Thanks for this, boss. My nephew is safe, and I owe you. Just one other thing. The Dragon Slayer is happy, too. We just did a ballsy thing, protected my family, and gave a monster a bloody nose in the process. Glad to hear he approves. You should be. When the Dragon Slayer is pleased, he tends to be generous with his rewards. He grins. I can feel the power coursing through me, boss. I don't know what form it'll take yet, but it's there. Soon enough, I'll be able to use it. Don't mean to break this up, but we need to get moving. Kid, if you're with us, you're with us. Rest of you pile into the other van. Continue having your moment when we get back to the shot nest. Let's get the hell out of here. I just got your message, Jay. The U-Bahn ride home feels especially comforting today. The Berlin chapter of the Humanist Political Club has suffered a terrible blow, and you're the one that dealt it. Volker Stahl's plan to incite a wave of bloody violence across Berlin has been derailed. It isn't too often a Shadowrunner gets to prevent an atrocity on the job. With that sombering note, I'm going to take a short little break to feed the cats. Since it is break, I will leave you just with the beats. I gotta find something new for you guys. I love 8th Avenue, but I gotta get more royalty-free stuff. Yeah, I'll be back 5-10 minutes at worst, but it shouldn't be that long. 10 minutes. Smoke them if you got them. See you soon. I see that my playlist decided to not. Sorry about that. And instead of an ad read today, we have a PSA courtesy of Jaybird. This is a PSA from the fine runners of the Flux State. If you don't want some slag breaking into your footlockers or a Humanist agent planting unwanted propaganda pamphlets into your personal space, change your fragging password. We've had reports of break-ins over the past couple of days, including someone cleaning out a whole hotel by guessing the most obvious password in existence. Granted, it was funny seeing the credits drop out of the pockets of a corpo, but now we're seeing security issues in our DECnet. Change your passwords, please and thank you. Yeah, sorry about that little bit of a delay. But we're back. No problem. Kevin MacLeod. Do I know Kevin MacLeod? I feel like I should. Oh. Your PDA rings, and the face of your fixer, Paul Amsel, appears on screen. Dapper, I have new information to discuss about the estate. Please come as soon as you can. First, let's turn in our job. Hey, Sam. Hello, mein Freund. What can I do for you? Yeah, Okay, I gotta check this. I'm sorry. Not my name, I'm afraid. Yeah, I figured out about Humanus. Here's all the details. Oh, there's his arms. I thought he had no arms. Beckenbauer eyes the plan as a datapad, then nods grimly. This fits with Humanus' established pattern of behavior. Horrific and vile. According to this datapad, Humanus compounds all over Berlin has received similar shipments. They're planning to deploy the gas tomorrow morning. He exhales sharply, then nods again. I have a feeling the Flux State will have a thing or two to say about that. Stahl has overstepped his bounds. His hubris will be his undoing. Actually, I was his undoing. Volker Stahl is no longer among the living. That is excellent news. I'm not ashamed to say I wish the man dead. He deserved whatever you did to him. And now I'm going to see to it that the rest of his twisted organization suffers in the same way he did. Mark my words, within the next few hours, the Humanus Paula Club is going to take a hammering that will make the Night of Rage look like a peace rally. I owe you a great deal, Dapper. We all do. I will wire the payment at the account number Amsel provided. Hey, pleasure doing business. Alrighty. And just like that, we have almost half of our fee. But Amsel says we got more news. But first, we pet the dog. What we got, Amsel? Dapper, welcome back. I have news for you. In your absence, I've been looking into the Harfield Manor. Whatever Firewing is up to, it is both large-scale and well-funded. I've uncovered a money trail leading from holding companies all over the world to an offshore fund with a dummy address. From there, all that freshly laundered money flows directly into the Harfield estate. Ooh, why would the dragon have investors? That doesn't make sense. Doubtful that the Firewing's pawns even know where their money's going. This is typical of draconic plots. Uncover a stream of money flowing behind the scenes, and there's a fair chance you'll find a dragon at the the receiving end of it. To a dragon, conspiracy is second nature. Yeah. But Fireschwinge was different. She didn't scheme or plot. Yes, and look where that got her. When the Firewing launched her attack on humanity, it was an act of hubris. She lashed out because she didn't consider our species to be a threat. Be equally hubristic for us to assume she'd make the same mistake twice. I'll continue digging. Okay, he's gonna keep looking. Oh, we got one more DVD. Just one? Still working on the others. Yeah, thanks, Paul. Let's take a look at the DVD, shall we? Second DVD. Oh boy. The screen goes black for a moment, then Green Winters appears on screen. The timestamp reads 2054. Let's see. Oh! Yeah. Okay, I do know his work. 2054, November 11th. Alright, as I said in my last recording, I've been having trouble finding hard facts on Firewing, so I thought I'd open things up a bit. Let's see what the rumor mill has to say. The screen jumps, and Winters reappears in a different location. He's now clutching a mug of soy calf in both hands, and there are bags under his eyes. Well, that was enlightening. Assuming any of it was true, by the way. So for the past 5 hours, I've been poking around some of the crazier fringe theories related to dragons and the SOX. As a reminder, the SOX is an irradiated wasteland between France and Germany. Got zoned off in '08 after the Gao reactor meltdown. Anyway, there are all kinds of rumors floating around the place. I've heard stories about a walled city in there that operates on survival of the fittest, kill or be killed basis. It's sort of like a nightmare version of Berlin. All of the anarchy, but none of the stability that the F-state provides. The radiation poisoning, cancer, and mana pollution are just icing on the cake. So when Adrian helped the Luftwaffe shoot down Firewing, she crashed into the SOX. That much is well known. What isn't well known is all the modern-day myths that have arisen about her since, and tonight, I've heard an earful. I chatted up a girl who claimed to be a ghost rat. That's a smuggler that operates in the SOX. She told me about a dragon cult called the Disciples of the Cleaning Fire. Apparently these cultists worship some sort of radioactive ghost dragon. Could be Firewing, or it could be nothing, but it's worth digging into all the same. Also, the phrase radioactive ghost dragon is incredibly sick, and those 3 words alone are cooler than anything in Cyberpunk. Fucking fight me. Another thing that my little ghost rat told me, the popular rumor in the SOX that Firewing's astral form was, I guess you could say mutated by all the background radiation. Some of the glowpunks out there say she shredded her body like an old coat. Others say she's trapped, doomed to languish as an intangible, radioactive ghost. I don't know how much credence to give any of that. After all, I don't have enough proof that my ghost rat is even a ghost rat. She could be, but she could also be a run-of-the-mill glowpunk. Or maybe she's yanking my chain and she's never been to the SOX at all. Who knows? It's food for thought, anyway. I don't know whether the thought of some radioactive ghost dragon thing is scarier than a genuine dragon. It's not. But interesting all the same. The big question is, will any of this get me any closer to finding Adrian? I'm going to go on a limb and say no, but you can never tell. Track 2. Screen goes black for a moment, then green winters. This will be the very next day. 2054, November 12th. Alright, let's continue thinking outside the box. After the Dragonfall, the great dragon Kalstein came flying into the SOX to rescue the Firewing, but he was driven off, and some say killed, by Lofir and Nibelheim. So... Thank you, Ranter. So, real quick, Lofir is dragon, and is the CEO of one of the Big Ten mega corporations of the world. I think I explained this last time I played Shadowrun, but you want to get an idea of the size of a megacorp of one of the Big Ten, you're looking at Disney plus Nestle plus Sony plus Microsoft, and that's about 20% of one of the Big Ten. It is incomprehensibly huge. Winters grabs a thick... Yes, screw Nestle. No, that's not a hot take. Nestle can go fuck themselves. I only know a percentage of what they've done, because I haven't even paid attention, and even I know. Winters grabs a thick leather-bound tome from a shelf behind him, licks a finger, and begins to leaf through... I wish I had a book nearby. Begins to leaf through it. Alright, so let's run down the list of major dragons that could be helping her. First, there's the Golden Worm, Lofir, the CEO of Seder Krupp, and quite possibly the single most dangerous being on Earth. Lofir's a local boy, so he'd be in position to help Firewing. Certainly has the financial capacity to help her. He could send a small army into the SOX if he wanted to. Will you knock it off, Ares? He's definitely got the means, but I don't see how he'd have the motive. He actively prevented the Firewing's rescue back in 2012, after all. Same thing is true for Nibelheim, so let's scratch both of them off the list. He flips a page, frowning. We've got Aiden, the Great Sarush. He's operating out of Turkey. By all accounts, he's not a fan of Lofir. They're actively competing for territory in the Middle East. Suppose that could be considered a motive. Reviving the Firewing might cause problems for the Golden Worm. But I don't think he'd risk a... But would he risk a war with Seder Krups by straying onto Lothia's territory? Again, I don't think that's likely. He turns another page. And there's Keladir out in Wales. He's pretty heavily invested in the Transys Neuronet, so he's got money. But he's too busy dealing with the BTL killer scandal on the Transys. The BTL killer scandal that Transys is going through out in London to get his claws dirty in the SOX. Flip. Dunkel's on out in the UCAS. UCAS, for the record, is the United Canadian American States. Yeah, United Canadian American States. Essentially, current political climate notwithstanding, at some point the United States absorbed Canada and just became a mega state. He pauses, shakes his head, then slams the tome shut. No, this is a waste of... The more I think about it, the more convinced I am. The Firewing's acting alone. Dragons don't cooperate unless they absolutely has to. After all, why bother making nice with your equals when you've got an entire planet full of pawns at your disposal? They don't need to work together. They have us to exploit. While this data track does load, it's corrupted. Let's see. We see anything in here? IX Woogie. Nope. Partially garbled, few words. Vauclair, still my big still searching. Swear to Ein, I will find. If it's the last. Not getting any close. Swear to new research. Turning up. I don't know. Yeah, absolutely worthless. Files corrupted. The digital chime you heard on the Dragonfall DVD plays again. Vauclair looks haggard. His eyes are heavily bagged and bloodshot. His hair is mussed. He holds a cigarette in an unsteady hand. Hermie, it's me. I can't sleep. I don't know where you are. Having fun, no doubt. Maybe flirting with one of those unattainable beauties you're always chasing. He tries on a smile, but it quickly disappears. It's good. I want you to live a pleasant, normal life. After all, one of us should. Vauclair rubs his eyes. I can still smell the smoke, Hermie. It's been almost a year later, and I can still taste the stench of burning corpses. When I sleep, I can hear the sirens and the screams. There's no world as horrible as a burn victim's screams. The doctors would call this PTSD, I'm sure. They'd have me in therapy, dose me up on SSRIs like they do to our vets. Quite the story for the tabloids. The great dragon slayer, Adrian Vauclair, mentally incapable of wrestling with his own demons. He shakes his head. No therapy for me, and certainly no medication. I have a reputation to live up to, however poorly deserved it is, and however little I want it. He pauses, stubs out his cigarette. The dragon's still alive, Hermie. Of that I'm certain. One day I will find her, and then perhaps I'll be able to sleep through the night. Huh. I'm going to take a quick check with Iger and Glory. I am mostly... So, let me ask you guys, chat. Do you want me to spend time checking in on our crew? Or do you want me to just skip them? Because I kind of would like to skip them to encourage you guys to buy the game. I'm not even gonna lie. But I already talked to her, so we'll at least fill out this conversation. As you approach, Iger turns to face you. Her rifle has been field stripped and is laying in pieces on a sheet of butcher paper. Arranged in a neat row along the edge of the paper are bottles of copper solvent, bore cleaner, and lighter fluid. Our fearless leader returns. Thanks, Iger. Alright, let's see. Alice Fund. We have so we have 10k stashed away in the Alice Fund. Check the BBS. Oh, where to find elves? Is there any elf clubs or bars in the downtown area? I really want to meet one. They're just so beautiful. Maybe we could go dancing. Do elves like dancing? There's one on... think that... Okay, okay. B? No. Jay, how do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce the B? Isn't that a V? W? I don't know. Bring a bouquet of roses. Elves love a romantic. The elf clubs I know are members only due to creepy groupies. Like you. Not really appeal when a guy's only shape of them after, only after them for the shape of their ears. Fair enough, fair enough. Just got one of these from a Transys Neuronet rep. Wants me to sell them in my store, so I took the puppy for a test drive. Signal quality's insane. Makes for a huge difference in comfort decking fatigue. I could stay jacked in for hours and feel fine. Last session I had to set a timer just so I wouldn't forget to eat. The specs on that thing look impressive, but I'm an Allegiance man. Does that comfort really make that much of a difference? My decks are generally beaters anyway. Allegiance? What are you doing with that thing? Playing video games? Any serious decking is going to require way more horsepower than that thing can push, even overclocked. Only a crappy decker blames their gear. I do just fine, thanks. Lumens. How much is Transys paying you to post this shisa here on here? Benno is a fraud. I broke my first rule, always get full payments up front. Left me hanging for 50% of the cash after I finish the job. Sure, he'll change his name by the time this posting goes up. Male elf, brown hair, gold eyes. Looked in his mid-30s. Careful you work for out there. Never thought I'd see you to admit to a mistake out here. Thanks for the heads up. Keep my eyes open. We'll forward any information I come across if you're still looking to collect from the guy. Hey, sent you some surveillance, bro shot. This your man? Sure is. Nice one. Let's split and take with you if this lead plans out. Good to know there's still some honor among runners. Drowning in junk messages. Hoy, chummers. I could use your help. Every time I jack into the Matrix these days, I'm flooded with junk mail. There's so much of it I can't even see. Can anyone help me? Great. Another newbie who thinks he's on a tech support board. Stuff it. I wouldn't ask, but I can't deck like this. Alright, Thunder, calm down. Sounds like an ad bot is keyed into your deck. Been poking around anywhere sketchy lately? I don't need details. A simple yes or no will do. No, Bandit, I haven't been anywhere like that. I swear. What you want to bet he gave his personal info to some scam site? It'd give you 10 to 1. No, I don't think so. All I did was make an online dating profile. Let me guess. Meet and mate. How'd you guess? It's not a real dating site, Thunder. It's a place where desperate people go to get infected with malware. What do I do? How do I make it stop? Buy a new deck. Best of luck. I love how this game does manage to make it feels like an actual online area. Alright. Any new messages? Oh. Alright. If you value new hardware coming to the cruise bar, we need to talk. One of my weapon shipments... Ooh. I can promise 500 new yen and some new gear. 500's not much. I'm alone. That's probably not good. Take... Oh, there we go. Okay, that's why. So, yeah, we automatically deducted 11k for Alice. Ammo and resupply was 1,500 new yen. Deductions for crew was 6,000. Okay. Oh, no, not the Mark 6. I remember this one. How much is that worth again? Dapper, here you'll find the complete transcript of my conversation with Herr Schmidt, a potential client. As you can see, the details of the job are a bit more vague than I'd like, but the payout's quite substantial. After reading the transcript, you may choose whether or not to accept the job. If you respond in the affirmative, our client will be notified, and I will make all necessary preparations for the run. Okay, I was gonna say, Hummer is a different thing. The Red X playlist. Man, I love the world of Shadowrun. Oh, one other thing. Herr Schmidt provided me with a device to help you on the run. He calls it a little black box. Apparently can be used to compromise the power and security systems of the run site. If you opt to take the job, be sure to take it with you. Let's see. Herr Schmidt. Simple matter, blah blah. AG Chemi Europa is working on a company-wide project, very secret, very new. What is this project? Mark 6 on the 25th floor. $20,000, 225. So 225 is good money. Da, da, da. Not for now. We did have the job from our weapon seller. So let's go get resupplied first. Red X. Hey. Man, I'm seeing this and I don't know, but I miss the snow. I used to live in Alaska, for those who know or don't know. What you got, Metbach? He nods. Aye. The gang from the local Kias has been hijacking shipments bound out of the Kreisbar, taking money out of our pockets. Could use your help stopping this from happening. Your dear departed Monica used to provide encryption and information control for the Curse Bazaar. Now that she's gone, we merchants have been having no end of trouble. The obvious answer is the gang has been intercepting our communications. Shipment manifests, payment orders, that kind of thing. Group with an agenda could use that information to set up an ambush, and that's what this gang's been doing. Several cargo trucks full of goods have already been hijacked en route to the Chris Bazaar. Had a tracking device planted on the last shipment I sent out. Containers full of weapons and medical supplies. Sure enough, got taken. I tracked it to Gesundheit. No. Gesundbernen. If you've never been there, it's a Kias built out of old U-Bahn station and some bunkers. Rumor has it, a new gang called the Rabengeister. Rabengeist. Okay, Geist I know is ghost. Raben. Robbing ghost? Maybe? 500 new yen and better gear. Not much. They're tricky. Reputation is stirring up trouble and disappearing. How do I get there? Take the U-Bahn. Yeah, I'll handle it. One thing. I'm going to need you to go light on this one. Take a friend, but no more than one. If you spook them, they'll trash the merchandise. Iger! I don't know if 2 trolls is light, but... Yeah, I hear you, Ranter. I get it. Like, I'm not completely starry-eyed about snow, but I do miss it. Excuse me, oh. Sorry if you hear the background. I'm grabbing a cough drop real quick to make sure no ants are all over it and getting into my cough medicine. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and just pretend that, oh no, all snow's great. What are you talking about? No. But 1 mid-range, 1 close and long range. That's good enough. It's a short train ride to Gesundbernen. You exit the subway car, stepping onto the old, grungy platform. The place is deserted, though. Signs of life are everywhere. Gaping hole above the ceiling filters cool, hazy light in from above. To your right, a small plot of crops struggles to endure the cold and the limited light in the station. Trash and junk litters the platform. It's clear this place hadn't had anything resembling a janitorial staff for some time. Somewhere in this old rundown U-Bahn station lies the entrance to the Gesundbrunn Kias. Hopefully some leads on the whereabouts of the Rabengeister and Gunnari's missing shipment. Tell me I have... Yes, thank you. Put the drugs away. Take the med kits. And I'll grab an extra frag. This here... I mean, I might as well keep it with me. Ooh, actually, no, I'll keep the Ares. I'll take the Predator. And not only is the Predator a really cool gun. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. But I'm a psychopath who will go shirtless in 60-degree weather. So... What's the... Good Deadeye. I am doing a little bit of a cheat here. I'm not gonna lie. There is a gun I'm specifically building towards. So, give me just a quick second. I just want to know what stats I need for it, because I know you need specific stats for it. You need 7 strength and 3 ranged combat. Understood. Remember, I'm in Florida right now, so... And I live with Maftit. And Maffy is the person who gets cold at 75 degrees. 75 degrees is cold to her. I am suffering. Yeah, thank you, Jay. Maffy, you hear it. You can read that. And I know you probably working and can't read. Can't read at the moment, or anyone says anything. So, Math, 75 is not cold. You psycho. She will be sitting here in 75 degrees. Because okay, to be fair, 75 is usually when she's normal. When it gets to about 72 or 73, she's sitting inside wearing a jacket and a sweater at her computer. Absolute lunacy. It's far enough, friend. It's far enough, friend. An older man raises his hand, squinting at you as you approach. To his left, a young orc shifts his weight, resting one hand casually on a pistol on his hip. Both are dressed in what might be considered uniforms, but it's hard to tell for sure. Don't get many visitors down here these days. You'll forgive me for saying, but, well, you don't really look like the type that usually comes through here. He looks fed, for one thing. The older man snorts. Indeed. So what brings you to Gessenbrunnen, stranger? I'm visiting from the Rhine-Ruhr Megaplex. My friend Hans said the market here second to none, and I had to come see for myself. The older man smiles sadly. Yeah, exactly, Ranter, you get it. Yeah, it's a vent blowing at worst any day, and you can have this noisy ass air conditioner. Y'all about to witness a proper domestic online. No, not really. I would if I could, hon. I would if I could. Maybe a few years ago that was true. These days, it's hard down all around, I suppose. You're welcome to go on in, of course. Customers are always welcome. Oh, and talk to Quarren if you want to hear some good stories on the market back at its prime. He's always happy to share a tale or two. Why don't you step on the ladder? Some of the steps get slippery when it's cold. Hey, you heard anything about a gang out here? Some bunch calling them the Robengeister. Gang, huh? The man looks over at his partner, then back to you warily. After a moment, he steps back in front of the entrance. And we keep security pretty tight around here. A gang like that was running stuff through here, we'd know about it. Look, I don't want any trouble around here. So I thought maybe you should move along and catch the next train back. Kind of think about it, the market closing pretty soon anyway. Hell, the last thing I want to do is cause you guys any trouble. You look like you got to deal with more than enough of that. Can I just take a quick look around? The guards exchange glances again. After a minute, the old man steps aside. Alright. Suppose there's no harm in that. You know, no you won't, woman. No, okay, yeah, she will. Beth can kick my ass. She's a farm girl. Woman grew up in the let's just say the hard-working part of Texas, alright? Marry a farmer's daughter, but just make damn sure you're in shape before you do, because she will beat your ass. Look, alright, she's got muscle on me, I'm not gonna lie. But I got technique. And that's not true, actually. Actually, I take that back. Math does not have muscle on me. And you know that's true, hon. You don't have muscle. You just are lower to the ground and have better use of it. And you're a lot more stubborn. Yeah, exactly. So, about that, Ranter, I need a fan. I need a fan on me. I can't deal with the still air. It starts to get suffocating. Just watch yourself, okay? You caused a scene looking for this gang of yours, and there's more to our little militia here than you want to mess with. Yeah, I'm sure. Look, you have a pair of trolls wandering into your market, alright? Oh, hey, it's Corin. Guten Tag. Name's Corin, friend. Can't say I've seen you passing through these parts before. Hey, you seen a shipment of weapons pass through here lately? His face falls. Wish I had, friend. It's too bad. This place used to be soaring with commerce, but now hardly anything passes through here. Tough times, huh? Need anything else, friend? You strike me as a ghost, so we're gonna hold off on talking to you and just kind of investigate. Oops, insurance. Look at this. Hey, it's a shaman. Thing. Oh my god, she has a Karen voice. Why does the shaman have a Karen voice? Yeah, just, hold on, let me move my keyboard a little bit. Housekeeping! Housekeeping! The woman starts a little at your approach, but she recovers quickly and beams brightly at you. The fox face on her headdress seems to grin as well. Her classically nasal American accent is obvious. Hey, kiddo, share a drink with me? Ah, no thanks. I'm looking for information. You heard of a gang called the Rabengeister? The Raven Ghost? Ooh. Yeah, it might be Rabengeister. No, never heard of anything like that. Sounds like out of a fairy tale. I'm just traveling through. I heard there was a market, but look at this place. She waves her arms in a wide circle, taking in everything from the sadly shimmying woman to the near-empty corridors. So I'm just having a drink with this fine gentleman and moving on. Oh, right, house claiming. See, Ranter, Jay is good people, and he has the mind to back it up. I'm good people, but I got the mind of a goldfish. Oh, right, house claiming. So where are you from? California Free States. Been doing the whole Europe tour thing, you know. Besides getting me out of... Oh, wait, I'm doing Midwestern. I can't do a Californian voice. The only Okay, Jay, I wish you were here to do a Californian voice. I know she's Californian. I'm just going to keep doing Midwestern. Because I'm not doing Valley Girl. That would hurt my soul. And I only have so much of that to go around. Besides getting me out of that hellhole, it's been a real good learning experience. Had some good fun. Made some good friends. She clatters the ice around her drink. You can smell the cheap gin where you stand. It's a hellhole everywhere these days. Can't drink enough to forget some of the things I've seen. I'm all for communism and anarchy and free love, but sometimes the F-state goes a little far. What do you mean? It's just like the things with the turf wars and the racists and junks. You know, those humanist assholes. Unpleasant. That shit aside, I like the idea of a state without the man. Listen, my name's Goldfish. What's yours? Call me Dapper. Nice to meet you, Dapper. I said my bit. What are you doing in a place like this? I just came for the market. At least there's alcohol. Synthahol, ma'am. Whatever it is, I'll drink more to it. She downs her glass and slams it on the bar with a loud exhalation. So what was that thing you said? Robengeister? Rabengeister. Raven? Oh, yeah. Oh, might be anything in Gessenbrunn. Seems like everything and everything. Everyone and everything down here is a ghost. Ghosts of the past, ghost train, ghostly thin folks, pale for lack of sunlight. I need sunlight too. I like the joke that I've been photosynthesized, but it just gives me so much energy. Energy these people don't have anymore. Her expression goes stern for a moment as she stares into her empty gin and tonic. Maybe I've been down here enough. Maybe I'm a ghost too. That's it, Fraulein. You're officially cut off. Your total is 36 new yen. At least buy something for my friend here. He's been talking with me a bit and he hasn't had anything. Nope. You're cut off. I don't even want you sipping out of it. I just noticed this elf. Dude, chill. Forget I asked. She turns to you with a shrug. Sorry I couldn't get you anything, but thanks for being a pal. I mean, did you know that they actually made that into a Magic the Gathering card, Jay? Let's see. It smells like something died in here. Upon closer inspection, it's just some moldy soy cakes. So I do have one lead on the Robengeister, but I don't want to mess with it yet. Well, odd merchant, you say? Hello there, newcomer. I don't know why I just went that accent. I have many new and exciting and rare weapons. Instruments of death, the sort you'll never find in Berlin. Inventory looks decidedly poor. A particularly cobbled together pistol. Slapdash pistol. Yeah, these kind of suck. What's up with the shoddy looking pistol? Exquisite, is it not? The work of a master craftsman who used to live here. Forged some of the finest slug throwers you'll find this side of the Atlantic. And at that price, steel. Let me have a closer look. Oh, doesn't seem like there's much here to interest me. Well, it's been lean pickings around these parts lately. And on top of that, there's the militia. They need most of our best pieces to keep us safe. Alright, thank you. It's a troll doctor. You ever heard of the Robengeister? Well. Seen a shipment. Damn. I don't know enough about drugs to call them out. The militia captain stands at alert, her eyes slowly tracking across the market before coming to rest on you. Guten Tag. Shut the fuck up. You look like you keep a close eye on the Kies. You seen a shipment of weapons pass through here? No, I'd have noticed that. Well, you're a friendly type. Blah, blah, blah. Station history, route information. Insert custom query. Interesting. Betcha that's gonna be a password. You notice it? Oh, you notice a set of scuff marks here. It's just something heavy was dragged across. The marks vanish into the wall. Let's check that wall. Small seam in the wall that suggests there might be a passageway. You spot no clear mechanism for opening it. Maybe we should ask around? This looks like the place. You know what, Iger? Sweetie, we're trolls. Let's troll this. It takes some doing, but you manage to force open the false wall. The hinges give way with a scrape and a crunch, and the passage beneath is revealed. How much you I bet we're gonna get shot at? Hey guys, I'm American. This is the same man you met in the market, but the friendliness is gone. In its place is a cold, unwavering gaze. Called it! You should have stuck to the mark, stranger. If the Robengeister wanted to be found, we'd open a fucking cafe. Now what do you want of us? Say your piece. Wait, I just saw you upstairs. I didn't see you on the way down. No. From the crow's bar. You stole a shipment of supplies bound for our Kies. We want it back. He stares you down for a long moment, then breaks into a chuckle. Yeah, I guess we got a little careless on that one. Figured with Monica Schaefer gone, the crisp bar would be an easy score. So that's why you're here. We stole your supplies, now you want them back? That's about right, yeah. Which I completely understand, stranger, believe me. But unfortunately, we need those supplies more than you do. So I'll have to graciously decline your offer to relieve us of your property. And I will graciously... No. I can see things are hard here, Kilren, but I have to look out for my own Kias, and that shipment belongs to us. Not from where I'm standing. Look, there's no need for bloodshed. Tell you what, seems like you know what to look out for in a Kias like this. It's not easy, right? We provide for these people. A haul like that shipment keeps the Gessenbrunnen from going hungry for just a little longer. It's our home. It's our people. I suspect you feel the same way about the Crisp Bazaar. So I'm prepared to let you leave, just like that. Knowing our little secret here and everything. In return, all you need to do is walk away. Just walk away and forget this ever happened. What do you think, stranger? I think in the flux, folks like us need to stick together. Why stay strangers? Maybe we can come to an arrangement to help both of our Kiases. I'm listening. Oh, hell. You return our supplies, we send you a shipment of extra rations. We agree to a truce. It's an interesting offer, friend. The rations alone probably don't match the shipment of the weapons, but food is in short supply around here. In this alliance, we agree to stay out of each other's way. Maybe we find opportunities to help each other out in the future. He pauses for a long moment, then cracks a smile. Very well. I guess that's worth the price of a crate of guns. Your medical supplies are mostly gone, I'm afraid, but the weapon shipment's being held in a locker at Frankfurter Tor. I'll have it sent back to the Crisp Bazaar immediately. And you'll deliver those rations... Take the tunnel to the Crisp Bazaar and talk to Paul Amsel. He runs an import-export shop not far from the U-Bahn. Tell him I sent you, he'll take care of you. Oh well. Maybe things are looking up for, Sorry, Quern looks around thoughtfully. Maybe things are looking up around here. I suppose friends and enemies can both be found in strange ways here in the Flux. Glad we could have this talk, Quern. I'm going. See yourself out. Take care, stranger. Yeah. Hey, I'm down with a non-lethal solution. I get it, you know. We're all trying to survive out here in the shadows. Where is the exit? There it is. Look, I don't know about you. I love trolls, clearly. But, I don't think I'd want a troll doctor operating on me. You can call it bigotry if you like, but, nah. Okay, you emerge from the U-Bahn station out into the familiar streets of the Crisp Bazaar. The energy here is a stark contrast to the weary, slowly drowning mood of the Gessunburn. I hate German. The Crisp Bazaar is Cressburg is an island of hope, afloat still amidst the dangerous currents of the Flux state. But it won't take much for it to capsize. Time to find Gennari and tell him the news. I heard that experience, Charm. Look, $500 is $500, alright? Not to mention better merch. I'll take it. They won't be hijacking our shit anymore. A faint smile plays upon the normally taciturn merchant's face. Yes, I know this much already. The missing shipments arrived just before you did. Well, I barely caught a glimpse of who delivered it. How you managed that? I made an arrangement with the leader. They agreed. You accomplished all this through diplomacy. Interesting. Well, that's not what I would have done, but perhaps it's for the best. Here's your payment, and should you need any new weapons, thanks to you, we have some merchandise. Yeah, let's take a look. Woo! Look at her. Super Warhawk. God, I love her. Let's see. That is gorgeous. But we are here for rifles. That we could find here. We are not good enough to use half of this. range combat 6. What level am I at? I'm at range combat 4. Still need 1 more point strength, but... yeah, we'll hold off. For now, we'll just get an upgrade, do what we can. Actually, ooh, hell yeah, I'll take light security armor. Actually, let's check melee real quick. Katana's still the best I can get. Let's see. Currently rocking this bad boy here for 11 damage, so... yeah, you know what? Popping up... oh, that's a sniper. Don't want that. That's 12 damage. That's not really... there we go. We'll take that. 13 damage, 2 points bonus. We'll take it. And replace this. Get that out of here. Replace that with the Heckler Koch. Lovely. I kind of love the use of some actual brands. I'd sell the Mossberg, the Semipole, and the old armor. And the Nitro while I'm at it. Alright. Oh! Iger leveled up. Everybody leveled up. Alright, let's see. Give her a... she gets an extra frag. Or a flash. Frag's good. We'll take that. Yeah. Earth. Take a fire fetish. Trauma specialist. And give him... I'll give him his subgun. Alrighty. So, we have 2 major jobs we can take. We can take the break into this mysterious complex and steal this Mark 6. Melvin is best troll. So we take the Mark 6 or the Pharma cleanup job. Here you'll find a complete transcript of my conversation with Hairfox, a potential client. The job seems to be relatively straightforward and the payout is reasonable. Morally troubling. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Clean up a mess. My employers dispatched a team of operatives to conduct a quiet operation on the local Sharing Pharma AG lab. They botched it. The team was eliminated, but we have reliable information that one of the operatives have been held captive. I think I see where this is going. This rogue agent, yep. Kill the agent. Stealth will not be an option. Shoot your way in. 1,500. I say we take the Mark 6. It's much better pay. Almost 5k better. And we have a... yeah, we'll take it. Excuse me. Check for new messages on here. Oh. Hey, look who it is. The screen flickers to life and Maxim's face appears. He's wearing a broad grin and you can hear sounds of celebration in the background. Hey there, Muscle. Not sure if Tuck gave me the right address, but I figured it was worth a shot. I don't know if you heard, but our favorite Paula Club got hit by all sides of the F-state today. It was glorious. Anyway, thought you'd want to share in the good news. And thanks for your help back there. Don't think we'd have made it out without you. He raises a hand to salute. Take care, Dapper. And Alexander. Hey, Dapper. Uncle Dietrich said I could message you here, so I figured I should. He probably told you I'm living at Samuel's, huh? That's where I am. It's different, I'll tell you that much. I like that I don't get pressured to hurt people here, so that's good. And no one smacks me around, even though I can tell a lot of the orcs and trolls want to. I do get yelled at a lot, called a lot of names, but I guess making me feel bad about that thing is all kind of part of the plan. Life kind of sucks now, but at least nobody's making me try and kill anybody. Uncle D says it's going to get better, and maybe it will. I don't know. Anyway, what I mostly wanted to say was thanks for not killing me back at the Humanist compound. I had a gun on you, so you totally could have, but you didn't, and I'm real glad. There we go. It's always nice saving a kid. Yeah, I figured there wouldn't be no update on the BBS. Alright. Head on the train, start our next job, and we will wind up stopping in the middle of the job, but I'll try and find a good stopping point. Oh, almost forgot the most important part of every time we come home. How could I forget? We gotta pet the dog. Hello, Dante. Sit. He sits. Lay dead. It seems he doesn't know that one. Alright, good boy. Dante is our friend and will remain our friend. We will do no harm to the pupper. Off we go. We will definitely take that Blitz this time. Iger and we do need a rigger, so I think we'll hire Nixie. Also, to be frank, I don't care if she lives or dies. But that way, if we need something with drones, we can call her up. Cost us 300 extra new yen, but that's okay. So, tomorrow we will be getting back to XCOM. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I feel like I've been oversaturating the strategy genre, and the missed day kind of screwed up my schedule. How about tomorrow we just go straight into Bloodstained? Not Bloodborne, Bloodstained. Could use a little action around here. I feel like this is not... Like, there's only so much you can listen to me drone on. Monolithic, plastic, sterile. The Berlin office of AG Chemi Europa is all of these things and more. The worst qualities of modern corporate culture, all mixed into a toxic stew and sluiced through a single prefab office building. Thankfully, you don't have to stay long. According to the intel that your client provided, it should be a simple smash and grab operation, and you've been given the tools to carry it out with a minimum of fuss. The Mark 6 prototype, whatever it is waiting for you on the 25th floor. Time to go get it. We already got loaded up, so we are good to go. Yes, I know I have enough karma, but again, I'm saving it for for either strength or extra range combat. What have we here right off the bat? After a few moments of sifting through cables, you find a diagnostic connector with the right input to fit the little black box that Herr Schmidt gave you. Well, Matthew, you're biased. Shut the hell up. No, but seriously, thank you, baby. I appreciate the support. I always do. For the record, I don't know if I mentioned that. Herr Schmidt is the German equivalent of John Doe. It's just that guy, essentially. A tiny red light set into the box's lid begins flashing. It turns yellow, shifts to green. All of the lights in the garage kick off. Emergency lighting killed the main power for most of the building. Intercept the camera feeds by topping into an elevator console on the 24th floor. What we got here? Ooh, I'll take another advanced med kit. Drop my flashbang for that. Project Atlas. I don't know about you. I don't know about y'all. I'm getting some serious Shinra infiltration vibes. Iger indicates a console built into the wall beside the elevator. This looks like the elevator console. The camera feeds should have been routed here. It takes only a moment to connect your PDA, and immediately visual feeds in from all over the building begin to flood in. Definitely a handy little toy. Now I really want one. So from that, we can see through all of the security cameras. And the place is deserted. Oh, here we are. This looks like a security center. I'd like to avoid a shootout as long as I can. So, instead, we're going to just start looting people's office. Stash that. That's a tier 1. What's this? Building maintenance. Ooh, Werner Hardiger. Okay, I know I made the Shinra comparison, but Hardiger sounds like Heidegger's German cousin. Sure, I'll take a bottle. I cheap booze. Password lock, cheerful screensaver. The dead drop marker of the Schockenwald writer. As you study the display, the green light winks above the terminal's display, the recording light of a pinhole camera. The screensaver disappears and the screen floods with glowing green text. Oh, right! The Schockenwald writer. I remember we kind of cut a deal with them that we would look out for stuff for them. There's an open request for information about the projects and material prototypes being developed at this facility. It is known that a synthetic drug being developed here is in the project called Atlas. In addition, a functional prototype called the Mark VI have been developed. The first contributor to provide us with project data for Atlas, the chemical formula for the new drugs, and visual records of the Mark VI will be handsomely rewarded. All 3 are required. Europa is known to be a heartless corporation with little regard for metahuman safety or morality. They guard their secrets jealously and seek to hoard all information gained for themselves. This information cannot be allowed to go unpunished. What they know, all shall know. No longer shall they hide in the secrets, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Hell yeah, I'll take it. Find the data. Okay. Not really surprised. What is this? Senior executive. I'll try and find a way in there. Is that what I think it is? That appears to be a ventilation shaft. What we got here? Data storage. Oh, hell. Need authorization code. Bet you we need the same code for Mark VI. Oh, that's not Mark 11. Yep, need an authorization code. Sadly, we're not able to just kick down the executive's door and take the code, but just as well. Play nice for now. Though, why did I bring a decker if he's not gonna deck? Toxic gas detected. Laboratory lockdown. Oh, hi. Yeah, there's toxic gas in there, alright. We got a T-virus outbreak here. A warning light strobes out from the console as you approach. Hey, Chico! I didn't know you were a fan. Sadly, you came in the last 10 minutes, but... A warning light strobes out of the console at your approach. Large white letters shriek against a red background. Warning, toxic gas contaminated. COCI-2, phosgene gas. Hazardous material override engaged. Laboratory entrance is locked down. Purge the air, duh. Oh, we'll knock that to exterior. How'd y'all enjoy it? And have you tried Hong Kong? That should be fine. There we go. Actually glad I brought you along for once, Blitz. Not really helpful. That there is a drug. Put that back in the stash. Still door code. Bingo. 54-139. She had a Phil moment? How so? Do this tonight. Okay. Yeah, I'll always take more meds. Didn't sleep last night. Don't look like I'm gonna sleep tonight either. Latest test batch failed. Yeah. Don't. I mean. I am admittedly kind of speed running these. Waits an entire week before telling me the tailoring mixture was unacceptable. Tells me trials are tomorrow. No time. Tailoring doses to individual patients worked wonders. Taking a gene therapy-based approach. In a nutshell, use subjects' own DNA to delude their immune system to believing Formula 17 is in their bodies. The new formula I'll add today. Formula 17. Whoever names these things must have no imagination at all. Formula 17? Honestly. Still, I can't wait to start working on it. From what I've read, early clinical trials were promising. Blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah. Look, I'm just saying, I know Jay will correct me on this one, but, you know, if you're a troll, you might be able to get away with it. I'm just saying, look at my big ass. I'm pretty sure I could threaten to sit on somebody. On the other hand, if Iger threatened to sit on me, you know what? I'm not having this conversation. Never mind. Let's see. Rummage through the notes. Maffy, you didn't hear anything. Oh. Exploring Annika's desk is like embarking on an odyssey of filth. 30 seconds in, and you learn 3 new euphemisms for sex in a storage closet, as well as exciting new definitions for a variety of common office terms. Thankfully, your search also turns up something of more immediate value. A scrap of paper with a name and a 5-digit code on it. Yeah, you're right. I'm just saying, you've seen Iger, alright? You've seen what she does. Project Atlas. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I know. I already opened it. Also, I will argue that, Chico. I played Baldur's Gate 3. I've seen female ogres. I would not like them to sit on me. No, thank you. Jay, back me up if you're still awake. Let's see. 84792. Just because I will forget to do this. Are we talking about the same ogres here, Chico? Yeah, probably. Eight, 4, 7, 9, 2. Quick scanner to the following details. Records of the laboratory experiment on metahumans. Images of extensive series of cyber surgery performed upon a large troll. Recordings on that same troll carving his way through opponents with a massive axe. And a gun cam mounted upon what appears to be a vehicle-mounted chain gun. This weapon has been photographed, tearing apart a variety of targets, both artificial and organic. Take that. And I'm pretty sure I just got the visual records, but I want to be sure. And I'm... Okay. Well put, Chico. 84792. I mean, look, both apply. Okay, it's the same thing. Cool. Alrighty then, so that's pretty much everything in the southern area taken care of. I'm almost certain that we're gonna have to piss off a bunch of security guards if we want to get upstairs. But we will get to that tomorrow. So, thank you guys, everybody, for coming. Whether you've been here the whole stream, like Maffey, whether you just ducked in at the last couple of minutes, Chico, I appreciate everybody and every second y'all spend. You know, time is one of those things that it's precious. You can never get it back. And you choose to give it to me. And that time is mine now. And you can't have it back. It's going to make me laugh every time. I will play you out with a little bit more of Avenue 8. And assuming... Hey. Nope. I'm losing control already. Hush. Assuming this lets me. So. Y'all have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Probably for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I'm really jonesing for some Castlevania style gameplay now that I've said it. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow.